and Silk Chit Chat Snackable with your host Diamond and Silk. And on this week Chit Chat Snackable, we talked to Guy Smith, one of Joe Biden's spokesperson for his campaign. We really want to see what type of plan do they have. Take a look at this. So we're here with Guy Smith. He is one of Joe Biden's surrogates and a spokesperson for the campaign. We want to ask him a few questions because we don't want to be biased. Right. We want to hear from all angles and all spectrums. Hello, Guy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be with you guys.
Oh, it's good to have you. Okay, so real quick, please tell us, as Black Americans, we're two Black women, we would like to know you as a Caucasian man. Why do you support Jim Crow Joe Biden?
Let me tell you why. Joe Biden will return to the presidency of the United States, calm, professional, dignified, and inclusive leadership. Take, for example, the dumpster fire of the COVID epidemic. It has been mismanaged from the beginning. I doubt you guys played the Woodward tape on your show, but you should, so your viewers can hear the president say to Bob Woodward back in January, "I know this thing is deadly," and then went right on national television and lied to the American people and said, "It's not a big deal. It's going to go away, be gone by Easter." Well, Easter came and went, and just today, 88,000 more cases. We have nearly 250,000 dead Americans, or as Joe Biden said, 250,000 empty kitchen chairs. Now,
wait a minute. Let me just go back. Let me piggyback off of what you said. You mentioned COVID-19 and, you know, your side don't like the way that President Trump handled it. But let me just say this here to you. So we are Black Americans. And Joe Biden keep telling us to listen to the scientists. Now, these are the same scientists that told Black Americans that they were disproportionately affected by this virus. Okay, so we hear them. So why is it that Joe Biden is not saying anything about these Democrat governors who are denying and restricting therapeutic medications that can help Black people, Black lives such as ourselves, save Black lives? Why are they letting that go unnoticed or under the rug? We talk about this COVID-19. Why did somebody like Governor Cuomo up in New York order COVID-19 patients in with our elderly, killing them? Why did he sign an executive order into law, granting hospitals immunity so that they can do whatever they want and play with the lives of people, sticking them on ventilators instead of giving them therapeutic medicines? I don't think Joe Biden is on our side. And you said that he's going to return this country back to the dignity. How can he do that when he's hand in hand with China, when he used his influence going through his son, who happened to be a crack addict, selling his influence and then funneling money back through his son to him? How can he return us back to greatness? I feel like we're going to be looking at kickbacks and paddywhacks from here on out.
I thouut you wanted to interview me. You just want to give a speech?
I'm not trying to give a speech.
You've been talking there for like
You mentioned COVID. Wait a minute. You mentioned COVID.
Let me respond.
And they told us that us as Black Americans are disproportionately affected. If Jim Crow Joe Biden cared about Black Americans, why isn't he calling out these Democrats that's restricting therapeutic medicines for Black Americans, where you're killing them and not saving lives? Now you can have the floor.
Well, thank you. I grew up in the Jim Crow South, so I happen to know something about it, right?
Come on.
Okay, all right. Now, let's just, you brought up China.
Come on.
It isn't Joe Biden that has a secret Chinese account. You brought up Hunter Biden and all these kickback things. That's Russian intelligence. Our intelligence community.
That has already been clear that is no Russia. But why do you all blame everything on Russia? And why do you want me to believe the same people that spied on the Trump campaign that pushed Russia collusion and come to find out there was no collusion? I mean, please get me to understand. Convince me, because I'm not convinced.
Well, you're not listening. That's
okay. I'm gonna listen to you.
Maybe if you listen to somebody.
I'm gonna listen to you.
Did you read the Mueller report? the one that was suppressed by Attorney General Barr, the one that in the last sentence of it said, this does not exonerate the president. That one, if you had read it, you would read about all of the Russian involvement with his campaign. Now, whether he personally knew about it or not, I don't know, but it was very clear. But let's go back to Joe Biden. Why is Joe Biden going to be able to manage this country better than the dumpster fire that's being managed now? First of all, Joe Biden isn't a white supremacist the way Donald Trump is. He's not a racist the way Donald Trump is. You know, I mean, I know you've got a point of view and I respect that, but
wait a minute. You said Joe Biden is not a white supremacist. Is that what you said?
I said that Donald Trump is a white supremacist and supports white supremacists.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Well, thank you. Now, let's go back to the COVID. One of the things that the scientists, the public health folks have been telling us from the beginning of the epidemic, and there was a learning curve, and we all learn in science. But what Joe Biden will do and has said from the beginning is that he will listen to the scientists. We'll listen to the public health officials. Now, what they have been telling us is that if we wear masks and socially distance and wash our hands, those three very simple things, we can contain, not eliminate, but contain the virus until we get a vaccine. So what does Donald Trump do?
Let me ask you a question. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to ask you this question because our time is limited here. What we want to know is what is I call him Jim Crow Joe, and I'm not being biased because of who he is. He echoes the sentiment of racism and bigotry.
That's right.
So hear me out. When I listen to him and I see him, I want to know what is his plans for we as the American citizens to be able to be prosperous in this country.
Right.
Because talking about dark days ahead and raising our taxes is not going to get it. Locking this country down is not going to get it.
Making us wear a mask is not going to get it.
So I just want to hear
about
from
Joe
you
Biden's,
as the campaign spokesperson, what is his plans for the prosperity of Americans, especially Black Americans?
Okay, all right. So if you don't make more than $400,000, your taxes aren't going to go up. Now, you guys both make more than $400,000, so your property taxes might go up, but most folks won't. So here's the deal. Donald Trump and the Republicans got that $1 trillion tax thing, and you know who it went to? It went to rich people.
That's a lie.
It went to rich people. It's not a lie, and if you you want it to be a lie because you don't ever tell your listeners what the facts are.
Listen to me. I don't want to hear about President Donald J. Trump because we already see his track record. You're supposed to be here to tell
it's a great track record.
Joe Biden. I want to know, what do he have to offer for the prosperity of America?
Right.
All Americans,
well,
especially
all right.
the Black
so,
community.
well, he has this Buy America plan,
okay.
And we're going to stop the trade wars with China, which have taken manufacturing jobs away. It has not brought them back. His Buy America plan will put jobs back in this, both in the inner city and in the rural areas and in the manufacturing areas, like in the Rust Belt, the Midwest. These are the kinds of programs that he will bring.
I need to ask you about that. One moment. I just need to ask you about that. I said I don't want us to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Right.
So you said he's going to bring back jobs. Now, he was the vice president for a Black president for 8 years.
Yeah, and they had
within that 8-year time period to help bring back jobs that he supported whenever Bill Clinton signed that NAFTA deal into law. Joe Biden is the one that supported it. And so how is it that he's going to bring it back now at the 47 years, but he didn't do nothing in the 8 years that he was vice president,
why don't you
Black president?
Right.
You've skipped 2 or 3 of the Trump talking points, but you haven't even let me talk.
Well, we let you talk. We want you to explain the plan.
Wait a minute.
About the jobs.
Buy America plan.
You wanted to hear about jobs.
Right.
You talked about when he was vice president too.
He said he's bringing back he planned to bring back the jobs.
Okay. Well,
I want to know how he planned to do it.
Right.
under the Obama-Biden administration, we had the greatest job recovery in the history of the country. When they took, now just let me finish.
I'm letting you finish.
Yeah, but you don't want to believe it, because here's what happened. Donald Trump, just like he has squandered everything else that he inherited an expanding economy. Jobs were growing in the United States. Now, along here we are at the end of his first 4 years, and he's lost more jobs since Herbert Hoover.
But we are in the midst of a pandemic, and being in the midst of a pandemic, why are you all blaming President Trump and not blaming China? That lets me know Biden is in on it with China. Hold on, I got to go back. You mentioned something about white supremacy, and you tried to make it look like that President Trump is in cahoots with white supremacy. But when is Joe Biden going to denounce white supremacy? Because he the one that told America that he reached across the aisle to a segregationist. He didn't have to reach far because it was right there in the Democrat Party. He the one was in a picture holding hand in hand with a former KKK member. Okay, so when is he going to denounce white supremacy? Let me tell you something. And you, wait a minute, let me just say this here, because I got to get it off my chest. You, as a white man, you know exactly what the Jim Crow days look like.
Actually,
so why would you support a man that put in systemic racism, wrote these systems that would deny us certain things, that would discriminate against Black people, but you're supporting that? Why would you support a man that stood on the Senate floor and referred to Black people as predators, wrote a crime bill decimating the Black families, taking the Black fathers out of the home? What, do our Black lives matter to you as a white man?
Black Lives Matter. I have a sign in my yard that say Black Lives Matter.
Well, then act like they matter. How can you support somebody that don't like Black lives? This man don't care. Jim Crow Joe Biden don't care anything about Black lives. Name me one thing that he's ever done for Black people.
Listen to what Donald Trump has said. Do you know who David Duke is?
I know who David Duke is. He was a Democrat. He was a Democrat up under the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Do you know who Robert Byrd is too? Yeah. Remember now, the one that you speaking for, he said he didn't want his children to go to school in the jungle. He was referring to he didn't want his white children with white skin to go to school with Black people. And you support that, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't know how not to just tell you the truth about your candidate.
Well,
he's flawed.
We still have yet to hear how he plans to bring jobs back when he had the opportunity.
Because he don't plan on bringing them back,
Also, when we talk about the trade wars and different things that's going on, we understand that Joe Biden is in the tank with China.
Yes.
He's the one that introduced them to the World Trade Organization, did he not?
Joe Biden has been Vice President of the United States and a member of the United States Senate for a very long time.
He needs to go. It's time to turn for him.
He's not a racist. Donald Trump is a racist.
Okay.
And then if you don't,
I have to get them straight, Phil.
I know you have to get them straight, but let's
let me just tell you guys. You know, I ran for governor.
Now you got Joe Biden that is for abortion and aborting Black babies. You have President Donald J. Trump is for pro-life, saving Black babies' lives. So when you talk about a racist, somebody that don't give 2 cents about Black lives, like Jim Crow Joe, somebody that wrote different legislation policies to implement it within the Black community, that locked up a lot of Black people, especially Black males, that darn near decimated the Black community. And in the 47 years, half a century, he have yet to right his wrong about the 1994 crime bill. So when
have you guys paid?
Somebody that's racist,
have you paid
let me tell you one thing, a racist is not going to do more for Black people than the Black president.
On your show, because you don't need me. You can.
You just called my president a racist.
I did. Let me say it again. He's a racist.
is not a racist. I'm trying to just tell you about the difference between a racist. A racist is not going to do more for Black people than a Black president.
And can I also just add this here in there? Also, back in the day, you had Black rappers, Black ball players.
Yeah.
All of them wanted to be like Donald J. Trump. You name me one Black man that ever wanted to be like Joe Biden. Name me one. Name me one thing that within the 47 years that Joe Biden has been in government that he's done for the betterment of the Black community, of Black people, of Black men. You can't name me one.
Yeah.
You want to talk about he got a plan? Well, when is he going to implement his plan? He's a champion. Well, when is he going to win something? I'm tired of fooling around with people like Jim Crow Joe. He's a career politician. He's corrupt. You know he ain't gonna do nothing, and don't sit up here and lie to the rest of America. This man ain't gonna do nothing.
So let me ask you this question.
I hope you guys feel better after this.
So do I refer to you as a white supremacist because you're supporting somebody that do not care about Black lives?
That's right.
No, that's your opinion.
Exactly. It
That's
is my
opinion.
It is
And
my
your opinion is wrong. You are misinformed.
Okay.
And you certainly are entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to mine.
I am entitled to my opinion.
Right,
But
and it is a warped, strange opinion that is not based on any factual basis whatsoever.
47 years.
It's abundantly clear that both of you speak fluent English, and all you got to do is listen to the videotapes.
Name me
All
one
you
thing
have
in
to do.
47 years that Joe Biden has done for the betterment of America.
You know,
one thing is all I want from you. In 47 years,
keep reading.
I just want one thing.
See, you can't name it because it's nothing.
It's nothing.
And what's so hard is you lying to the public.
You're lying to us, and you're lying to the public. You want Black people, you want Americans to vote for an imbecile, someone that don't know if he's coming or going. He's cognitive declining.
There again,
it appears to me that he's allegedly suffering from an onset of dementia. And you want us to go along with a
we're running out of time.
Promises. We can't
wait
do
a minute.
No
we're
longer.
running out of time.
As Black women, we have our own minds.
We can think for ourselves.
And I refuse to allow any white person to tell me that I can't think for myself and make my own decision, and then turn around and tell me I'm wrong for the decision I choose to make. The last time I checked, this is the United States, not the divided states. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave, not slaves. I no longer have to be enslaved to the government, nor do I have to be enslaved to the Democrat Party.
Right.
And I'll be damned if I'm going to be enslaved to Jim Crow Joe. Somebody that have been in government for 47 years.
That's right.
And not even you, as a spokesperson, can name me one thing that this white man has done for the betterment of America.
He can keep his mask mandates. He can keep his mandates on vaccines. Because we don't want none of that. We don't want our country shut down.
No.
We don't want our livelihoods flattened. President Trump got testing sites set up all over this country that's sitting empty. Jim Crow Joe ain't gonna do nothing about a pandemic. The only thing he gonna do is continue to hide in his basement behind a mask looking crazy.
You say he have a plan.
Oh, that was a good one.
For 47 years.
That's right.
When do he plan on implementing the plan? In 48? Year 48?
Yeah.
On January the 20th.
This man is too
12:01 a.m.
He's too old to run.
He don't even have the stamina.
Yeah.
He don't even have the stamina.
Yeah.
You know it, and I know it.
Too.
Stop lying to the public. Stop lying to the American people.
That's right.
And please stop lying to our Black brothers and sisters who don't know no better, because all they know is the liberal ideology. And what I would say to all of my brothers and sisters, including my Black brothers and sisters, this is why you got to walk off that Democrat plantation.
Right here.
This is why they don't have no solution.
No.
The man can't give us one.
No, not one. This is a clear representation of what we call the Democrat plantation.
This is what it is. This is
right
why
here.
we got to
Well,
you want to talk
you know
about
what? You got.
COVID-19? You want to talk about the scamdemic around the pandemic? Why can't we talk
won't
about
let
the
me talk.
scamdemic around the pandemic?
You haven't let me
That's
talk
right.
from
Why
the
can't we
beginning.
talk about how you're weaponizing a virus with a 99% chance recovery rate that has therapeutic medicines? Why won't you all let black people get the therapeutic medicines?
That's right.
They need to save their lives.
Yeah.
Why are you restricting the therapeutic medicine for black folks?
Yeah. What, you want them to die? What do you want them to die? Yeah. And then Jim Crow Joe Biden is going along with that. You're sitting up going along with that. Everybody is going along with that when people don't have to die in this country.
Yes. You have blood on your hands.
And there's a difference between dying with and dying from something. Make it plain. And there's more people recovering than anything, but you all don't put that out. Yeah, what you've done is politicize this and you've weaponized this against the American people. That's what you've done. He don't even know how to cut off his camera. It should be crimes against humanity. Now I got to go to my next interview. There was no way that I could. I have to get him straight. I have to get him straight. So you all, we didn't want to be biased. We wanted to bring on his side to see what they were going to offer you. They're not going to offer you a damn thing. That's why you're going to have to vote right. So you won't get left. You're going to have to vote red. RED, remove every Democrat and vote for President Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
In the meantime and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Chit Chat Snackable.
Bye-bye.
Another thing about how perspectives change over time. Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, "I'm ashamed that I voted for the '94 crime bill." You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. And in fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now, not out of a liberal instinct for love, brother, and humanity, although I think that's a good instinct, but for simple, pragmatic reasons. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
Mass incarceration has put hundreds of thousands behind bars for minor offenses. Joe Biden wrote those laws.
Every major crime bill that's come out of this Congress has had the name Joe Biden on that bill.
We do everything but hang people for jaywalking in this bill.
Joe Biden's policies destroyed millions of black lives. Joe Biden may not remember, but we do.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black, take a look at my record, man.
When I marched in the civil rights movement, I marched with tens of thousands of others.
He had not actually marched during the civil rights movement and kept telling the story anyway.
I came out of the civil rights movement. I was one of those guys that sat in and marched and all that stuff.
Now, his aides went back to say, look, he was in office marching for the idea.
That's not what the word marching means on Twitter.
I was not out marching.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black,
They're going to put you all back in chains.
and you ain't black,
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
you ain't black, you ain't black, you ain't black, you ain't black.
The most racist thing a person could tell me is that I'm supposed to choose something based on my race.
You ain't black.
We're red, white, and blue.
That's right. He can run, but he won't be able to hide his record. He can run, but he won't be able to hide his record. But he won't be able to hide his record.
We're red, white, and blue.
That's right. We American. Hey y'all. Okay, so I know that you all have been having problems with these social medias not getting our notification. You can't find us. You're getting booted off whenever you watch a video. So here's what I want you to do.
Listen up.
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat. Yes, we back, baby.
That's right.
With Chit Chat at diamondandsilk.com. So if you can't view it on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, then go on over there to our website.
That's right.
diamondandsilk.com.
Because you know they're coming for us, right? Oh, girl.
Go, 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 go. Hey, y'all, go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Live. Diamondandsilk.com. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, go, 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 go. I ain't got nothing on us.
Nothing.
Forget you, YouTube. Get out the way. Diamondandsilk.com. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Do you want to see Diamond and Silk keep this thing going? I mean, keep this here thing moving?
Really?
Well, go to our website, diamondandsilk.com, and contribute. Right there, diamondandsilk.com. You can make all of your contributions right there on our website, diamondandsilk.com. So we can keep this party moving on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Like hot butter popcorn. Just on and on and on. That's diamondandsilk.com. Hey y'all, don't forget to tune in to the Diamond and Silk Crystal Clear Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's a sneak peek of the show. Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, he pushed for the Iraq War. And that veteran said, we fought in your wars. And then Joe Biden had the nerve to jump on the bandwagon with the very fake news based off of some anonymous source, and we don't even know if the source is true. So that lets me know Joe Biden, he is nothing but a liar. So don't forget, Diamond and Silk, Crystal Clear, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on Newsmax TV. Hey y'all.
Hey.
You asked for it. And guess what?
What?
It's delivered.
That's right.
Diamond and Silk, the podcast. That's every Thursday, you all. So listen, we're going to be talking about intimate and passionate conversations, talking with people everywhere, and just giving it to you straight from the gate.
That's right.
And don't forget, you can listen to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
That's right.
So listen, come join Diamond and Silk for the conversation, the intimate and passionate conversations.
So be sure to press play to hear what Diamond and Silk have to say.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Come on in.
Come on.
Come on a little closer.
Come on.
Because we got something to tell you.
That's right.
Go to diamondandsilkbook.com to pre-order right now.
That's right.
But wait.
Wait.
There's more. Just because we're black, it don't mean we have to vote Democrat.
That's right.
So in this book, we write about our truth.
Our truth.
And in case you forgot, let me remind you again.
Yeah.
The name of the book is Uprising. Who in the hell said you can't ditch and switch?
That's right.
So we done already woke up America. Maybe it's time to wake up Jim Crow Joe and these Democrats.
Maybe.
Maybe it's time for you all to experience the awakening of Diamond and Silk.
Maybe.
So now you don't get to judge us based on what somebody said about us. Now you can read it for yourself.
That's right.
So pre-order the book at diamondandsilkbook.com. That's diamondandsilkbook.com. Hey y'all, join us on Chat It for our exclusive interview with Dr. Ben Carson. I always say wherever you find your behind, your mind, put it there. We talk about everything. Dealing with this coronavirus pandemic.
You stand 100% chance of dying from starvation versus a 99% chance of recovering from this virus.
Well, see, that's something that no one ever talks about.
So join us on Chat It. That's ChatDit.com. Chat It. ChatDit.com. We want to see your face in the place.